Hi, I'm Barry. This is Mega City Gaming, and this is not an unboxing channel, believe it or not. This is a gaming channel, and therefore we're going to play Strontium Dog Miniatures Game. First playthrough, first ever playthrough for me anyway. We're going to use the scenario rules on page 80. So we're going to use these rules. So we're going to start with choose your leader, and we're going to go all the way to start playing, and we're going to play through a normal game. Enjoy. The first leader I have chosen is Johnny Alpha. I don't have Johnny Alpha painted, so I'm using the figure on the right, which is a Sci Judge. If you look at the stats on the left hand side of the card, we start with move, which is 7 inches. Next is shoot, which is 4, which is the number of combat dice to roll when making a ranged attack. Next one down is the fist icon. That's a fight, and Johnny Alpha's fight is 3. That's the number of combat dice to roll when the model makes a close combat attack. The next one is evade. Evade is 3 for Johnny Alpha, and that's the number of combat dice to roll when the model attempts to dodge an incoming attack. Next is the shield, and that is resist. Again, that's 3, and the model's resist stat measures how hard it is to damage the model when attacked. And the last one is cool, and Johnny Alpha is very cool with 5, and it's how well a model can keep calm and function effectively in a combat situation. In other words, it tells you how many actions a model can take during a game turn, and also affects the ability to withstand injuries and pinned and stunned. Right, if you notice at the center of the card or down the bottom, it says notoriety 22. That's how many points Johnny Alpha is worth. Also, if you look slightly above that, it says rules, gunfighter. Johnny Alpha is fast on the draw and may get a chance to shoot back at attackers. In my head, which means he can use a unique double action to implant a thought in an enemy model on the battlefield. Take a cool test for the target. If it is failed, take a single action with the enemy model. If it is passed, the enemy model is pinned instead. So that's pretty good. So that's why I chose to use a Sci Judge for Johnny Alpha. Johnny's weird eyes. Johnny's mutant eyes are capable of seeing through most materials and can even reach inside mines. Johnny doesn't need a line of sight to attack targets, but out of sight enemies always count as in heavy cover. So that's again why I used a Sci Judge. Next one is well equipped. Johnny is careful to stay well equipped at all times. When armory cards are drawn, Johnny can keep 1 more card than normal. That's why I chose a Judge. On the right hand side of the card we have weapon stats. I'll go into what all that means when we actually get into combat. For the second leader, I chose Styx, and I'm using Par Angel as Styx for this game. Obviously I haven't painted any miniatures for this game yet. So as we look at the stats on the left hand side of the card, we've got move 5 inches, so not as fast as Johnny Alpha. We've got shoot 3, again not as shooty as Johnny Alpha. We've got fight 4, so he's better at fighting than Johnny Alpha. We've got evade 1, not very good, and resist 4, that's better than Johnny Alpha, and cool 4, so not quite as cool as Johnny Alpha, but nevertheless very cool. As for the notoriety, he's only notoriety 10, which is the points value. If we look at the skills, we've got gunfighter. So again, Styx have fast reflexes and may get a chance to shoot back at attackers. Intimidating. When a Styx activates, because there are more than one Styx brothers, as we already know, I will probably be choosing those at a later stage of this setup. When a Styx activates, it can intimidate all opposing models within 8 inches without using an action. Take a cool test for each model in range. Any that fail to roll a special result are pinned, and a special result is the Judge Dredd symbol on the dice. That's a 2 in 6 chance. And then last one, purposeful. Styx can choose charge or sprint double actions. And again, the weapon stats on the right we will be going through when we actually get into combat. Johnny Alpha, or Judge Alpha as I'm now calling her, drew 6 cards and kept 4 because she has the special rule well equipped. So the first card is Time Trap, and that traps enemies in a temporal loop, and then it's got a page reference. We'll see what that does when the time comes. Beam Polarizer, block firing across a 3-inch diameter circle. Again, page reference. +1 evade, that's Chameleon Cloak. +1 evade, immune to spotting and overwatch until an attack is made. And again, a page reference. And then Electronux, add +3 fight for 1 close combat attack. And Styx, as I'm now calling him, drew 6 cards and kept 3. First one is Frag Bomb, a weapon that explodes into deadly shrapnel. Page reference. Small Nuke, trigger to begin a 2-turn countdown on the game. Well, that's interesting. And again, a page reference. And Medipack, remove all injury markers from 1 model. We're rolling opposing dice to determine who is the attacker and who is the defender. The attacker is the highest roll. I'm using my custom-made Judge Dredd dice. The Judge symbol dice will be for Judge Alpha, and the Solve Judge dice will be for Styx. Styx is the attacker. We roll twice on the job table. The first roll is a 1. The second roll is a 2. That gives us takedown, which means the game ends when 50% or more of either side's named models are down. Judge Alpha will be recruiting Judge Sternhammer, who has a move of 6, a shoot of 2, a fight of 4, an evade of 2, a resist of 4, and a cool of 4. Judge Sternhammer's skills are Berserker, which means he suffers no stat loss for the first injury marker he takes, but may no longer choose double actions other than charge or hunker down when he activates. Single actions may still be taken normally. Next up is Brawler. He is an expert melee combatant and has a chance to strike back at attackers in close combat. And there's a page reference. Then there's Lookout Johnny. Powerful bonds exist between Johnny and Wolf, or Judge Alpha and Judge Sternhammer. If Wolf is within 3 inches of Johnny when Johnny is attacked, Wolf can switch places and take the attack in Johnny's place. And Styx has recruited the other 2 Styx brothers, who incidentally are also Angel Gang. They also have exactly the same stats. Now we roll a d6 on the encounter table to see how the opponents meet. I rolled a 5, so that means it's Raiders. Under each encounter type, the book describes scenery, deployment, and some special rules for each encounter, and we'll see what that all means when we set up. Judge Alpha draws 3 Chicanery cards, the first one of which is Plan of Attack. You may choose the encounter type for the game rather than rolling on the table, and 50,000 extra collateral, which must be spent on allies, so that's pretty good. Next one is Stone Cold. Play when activating a model. The model may take 3 snapshot actions. Next one is leadership. For the rest of this turn, all friendly models within 6 inches of your leader count their cool as equal to the leader's. Also, for this encounter, the defender, which is Judge Alpha, gets a chicanery called Keeping Watch. All defending models on the table start in Overwatch if they are not hidden. This can be used during the protagonist's pre-game movement. Styx also draws 3 cards. The first one is Killer Instinct. A model named as the target of an enemy shot may turn to face before the shot and fires a snapshot in return as if it had passed a gunfighter test. Last Gasp. When a model is about to be taken down, that model gets a free snapshot at their attacker using the starting shoot value. Next one, Distraction. Play at the start of a turn. Pick one of your models. All enemy models within line of sight to that model must pass a cool test or be pinned. And the special chicanery for this encounter is When They Least Expect It. D3 plus 3 random defending models or markers, you'll see what that means in a minute, begin pinned. Hidden models must test against their cool to remove a pinned marker as normal or use a shake it off action before revealing themselves. Let's talk about collateral. Collateral is money in the form of credits and can be spent on things to use during a scenario. These things do not carry on between scenarios, so once you finish a scenario, all the things that you spent money on disappear. However, unspent money goes towards your payoff at the end of a scenario. Right, let's start with Judge Alpha. Judge Alpha gets 50,000 credits for turning in the Plan of Attack Chicanery card. Also, Judge Alpha gets 100,000 credits for the job, which is Takedown, plus 50,000 credits for being the defender in the encounter, which is Raiders. Now, Styx get 50,000 because his band is only 30 points, whereas Judge Alpha's band is 37 points, or notoriety. And for every full 5 points difference, the band with less points gets 50,000 credits. Also, Styx gets 100,000 credits for this job, which is Takedown. So both sides get 100,000 credits to spend. I've decided to keep this scenario simple and only have Judge Alpha spend collateral on one ally. Allies do not count towards the objectives for the scenario as they are not named. And I decided that the Styx brothers are way too greedy to share their loot. So we're going to roll on the allies table. This is there are various tables. I'm going to roll on the law enforcement table. 1. That's one deputy equipped with a basic hand blaster. So here is the deployment. We have Judge Alpha in heavy cover. We have Judge Sternhammer also in heavy cover. And we have the cadet judge right here also in heavy cover. We have the Styx brothers. We have Styx out of any line of sight at the moment behind this cargo container. We have Link and Junior Styx in heavy cover behind these crates. The attackers have a scenario specific chicanery, which means up to 3 models, which is the whole lot, can move up to D6 inches before play begins. So let's roll for Styx. That's a 2, so 2 inches, and he's going to stay there. Actually, it's not really enough to make a difference. Let's do Junior Angel. That's a 3. Can he get? He can only go out in the open. He's also not going to move. Let's do Link. That's a 6. Okay, that really makes a difference. Okay, Link Angel is going to move there, right next to the cadet. The defenders, the judges, also have a mission-specific chicanery, which is called Expecting Trouble. And it means one model can activate for free, which means 2 actions or 1 double action. Let's do that. So, in that case, Judge Sternhammer is going to charge, go straight into close combat with Link. How interesting. In close combat, we take the attacker's fight stat, which is 4 for Judge Sternhammer. Also, he has Der Happy Stick, which means he gets a +1 modifier at short range, which is 1 inch. Okay, let's do it. And we're looking for hits on these dice. Hits. 1 hit. Right, let's see if Styx evades. So Styx has an evade of 1, which means 1 dice, and we're looking for the 2000 AD symbol, the special symbol. No, Styx does not evade. In close combat, we roll the attacker's fight stat, which for Judge Sternhammer is 4. So we roll 4 dice and we're looking for hits. 3 hits. That isn't above Styx's cool, so Styx doesn't get pinned. Styx has a cool of 4. Next, we roll Styx's evade of 1, so that's 1 dice, to see if Styx evades. We're looking for the special symbol, which is the 2000 AD symbol. Styx does not evade. Next, we roll the number of dice to represent the power of the attack. So that is Judge Sternhammer's fight of 4. So 4 dice plus 1 dice for the charge and 1 dice for the Happy Stick, the close combat modifier. Right. There we go. And again, we're looking for hits. Wow, that hit hard. Right, that's 5. Power 5. Now the target rolls resist, which is 4. So the target rolls 4 dice. And each shield symbol negates a hit or a power. Okay, so 2 shield symbols. That leaves 3 hits. A power of 3. Link is grievously injured. I'm going to place 3 wound markers next to Link. And this means for the rest of the game, all of the injured model's stats are reduced by 1 for each injury marker it has sustained. Wow. If, for example, if there are 4 injury markers on Link, his cool is 4, so if the injury markers are the same as the cool is reduced to 0 and he's out the game. These can be reduced by taking a hunker down double action, so he can hunker down and apply a med pack or something like that. So now we go into initiative, and each model that has a cool of 4 or more gets a special star activation token, and each model that doesn't gets a regular token. So every model except the cadet gets a star token in this scenario. Let's draw a star token out the bag, or a activation token out the bag. It's a red one, and it's a star. So red is judges. Following on from Judge Sternhammer's success with the Happy Stick, we're going to activate Judge Sternhammer one more time and whack Link. Judge Sternhammer has a fight of 4. He takes his 4 dice and rolls to hit. Okay, that's 2 hits. Right now that is above Link Styx's cool, so Link Styx gets a pinned marker. Bad luck. Link Styx cannot evade because his evade normally is 1 and he's got 3 injury tokens, so he can't evade. Now we roll for the power of the attack. So fight of 4, so 4 dice plus 1 for the happy stick modifier, and we're looking for hits. Wow. Okay, so 4 hits, power 4. And the target has a resist of 4, which is reduced to 1 because of the injury tokens. So we're looking for a shield, which he rolls. So the power is now 3. And Link Styx is now incapacitated. Boo! For the rest of the game. He didn't get a chance to hunker down. So let's remove all these tokens for the moment. That is excellent. We just need to get rid of 1 more Styx and the game is won. Judge Sternhammer still has an action left, amazingly enough. So Judge Sternhammer is going to run. Charge is a double action, so we can't charge, but he can run up to here, or walk even, move up to here. And the happy stick has a long range of 4 inches. So yeah, we're going to do a long range attack with the happy stick. Let's take that with him. And that's another close combat attack. So as we remember, Judge Sternhammer's fight is 4. So we roll 4 dice, no modifiers. Okay, that's 1 hit. Styx has an evade of 1, so which he doesn't evade, so we still hit. Now we roll the power of the attack, which is Judge Sternhammer's fight, plus the weapon modifier, which for the happy stick, even at 4 inches long range, is +1, so that's 5 dice. Right, that's 4 hits, that's a power of 4. And Styx, Junior Styx, has a resist of 4, so we roll resist and we're looking for shields, of which there are none. How unfortunate. Junior Styx's cool is now reduced to 0, and that means he's incapacitated. Well, that was a short game. So in the interest of fun, although the judges have technically won the game, we're going to continue with par Styx over here, and we're going to just continue the game and see what happens, because I'd like to see some shooting and stuff like that. So what we can do now is Judge Sternhammer has finished his activation. This is a star token, so there's a chance that this can go back in the bag. So what we do is we roll Judge Sternhammer's cool of 4, and we're looking for the 2000 AD symbol. Yes, which we do get, and this goes back in the bag, which means we can reactivate at any point. Right, so I'm going to pull another token out of the bag. Okay, judges again. This is a regular token, so this doesn't go back in the bag. But we can reactivate Judge Sternhammer if we want to. He's been pretty effective so far, so let's have a look. Okay, let me see. Is Part Angel in heavy cover? No, he isn't. So we're going to take an aimed shot at Judge Sternhammer. It's going to take an aimed shot. So the first thing we do is turn to face. So it's 180-degree front arc. We use firing arcs in this game. So I was a little bit wrong. So focus fire. Aimed shot is a 90-degree front arc. For a snapshot, it's a 180-degree front arc. So we turn to face, and then we fire. It's a double action, by the way. Aimed shot is a double action. So to shoot, we take the attacker's shoot value, which is 2, and also the weapon stat short range modifier is +1, and short range is 8 inches, and I just measured it is within 8 inches, so he gets 3 dice, and we are looking for hits. Another thing about taking an aim shot is we get 2 dice, which we can spend on to hit, or we can add that to the power of the weapon. So I'm going to choose to add that to the power of the weapon. So I'll put those there for the minute because it's an aim shot. So let's roll to hit. Okay, we did hit. We did hit. That isn't above Styx's cool, so he doesn't get pinned. Okay, and now we're going to roll to see the power. So weapons power is 4 plus the 2 dice for the aimed shot. Oh, nearly forgot. Of course, Styx has a chance to dodge, and his evade is 1. So if he rolls a special dice, no, that's not a special result. He didn't evade. Okay, now we roll the power of the attack. 6 dice is quite a lot. We're looking for hits. Okay, that's a power 4 attack. And now, of course, Styx can roll his resist of 4, and we're looking for shields. Okay, 2 shields, so it's a power 2 attack. So Styx takes 2 injury markers, and his stats are reduced by 2 until he hunkers down, which I'm sure he's going to do at the earliest opportunity. Okay, now let's pull another token from the bag. Okay, it's judges again. They're having quite a lot of luck today, and it's a star token. Okay, let's activate. Yeah, let's activate Judge Alpha. Judge Alpha has a move of 7. So she is going to move here, right out into the open. And then she's going to snapshot, take a snapshot. That's a 1 action. So she turns to face. Snapshot is 180 degrees. Styx is in cover. And we're going to say Styx is in light cover. The cover rules are as follows. If the attacker's line of sight crosses any kind of cover, the defender gains light cover. If the defender is touching a piece of cover that the attacker's line of sight crosses, the defender gains heavy cover. Okay, so Styx is okay, let's say, because he is touching this, so let's say he's in heavy cover, which gives him a +2 to resist, which he's going to need, to be honest. So let's roll to hit. Judge Alpha's shoot is 4, and we get a modifier of +1 for short range according to the weapon. So that's 5. Let's roll 5 dice. We're looking for hits. That's only 1 hit, and that still, despite the injuries, is not above Styx's cool, so he doesn't get pinned, but nevertheless it is a hit. He can evade. No, he can't evade because the injuries reduce his evade to 0, so he is hit. Let's see about the power of the attack. So the power of the weapon is 4, so we roll 4 dice, no modifiers, and we're looking for hits again. Okay, so that's 3, so it's a power 3 attack. Now he gets to resist, so his resist is normally 4. but he's got 2 injuries, so his resist is now 2, and he's in heavy cover, so he gets another 2, and he's looking for shields, of which he gets 2, so it's a power 1 attack, which gives him 1 more injury. Wow, not doing very well past Styx. Okay, next we can see if that token goes back into the bag by rolling Judge Alpha's Cool of 5. And if we roll a special symbol on the dice, it goes back in the bag, which we don't. Okay, that stays in play. Next, we're going to see who activates. So I'm pulling a token out of the bag, and it is finally, it's a star token for past Styx. I suggest, I guess he's going to hunker down, get rid of those injuries. So a hunker down is a double action, and this means I roll a d6, that's a 2, and I add that to the move stat, which is 5, so that's a total of 7, minus the 3 injuries is 4. He can move 4 inches, and he's going to try to get into cover. Can he get into cover in 4 inches? That's a tough one. That is very unfortunate past Styx. He can't get into this cover. Maybe he can get, let's see if I go here. Is he in cover? He's in cover from her. Is he in cover from, yes he is. Okay, let's say he's in cover. What a stroke of luck. Now we roll the model's resist, unmodified by injuries, and we're looking for shields, and these are the number of injuries we can remove down to a minimum of 1. Right, he can remove 2 injury markers. Right, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Okay, so that 1 injury marker remains, and now he's got a chance to put that star marker back into the bag by rolling his cool. No, star marker remains in play. However, Medipack. Remove all injury markers from 1 model, and this is used with the hunker down action. So he's going to remove that last injury token and spend this armory card. Awesome, first armory card of the game. And one more thing, as turning is part of the action, I'm going to turn him to face this way. Okay. Next, we're going to pull another activation token out of the bag. Actually, before I do that, I need to remove the Dead Styx Brothers tokens from the bag. And, of course, the last token, undoubtedly, is the Judges. And it's a star token. Right. So those 2 have activated. We've got 1 last Judge left, and we're going to activate him. Or her, sorry, and her move is 6 inches. She's going to go around, she's going to take a double move, that's 12. I think, let me just check. So with sprint, we roll a d6, which is a 2, and we add that to the move, and it's a double move, plus 2, so move of 6, that's 12, that's 14 inches. That's really quite a long sprint there. And that brings her just behind the crate, the container, to here. And we put a sprint marker next to her, and she is much harder to hit. And now we roll her cool, which is 1, and if we get the special result, oh, we don't, the activation marker remains in play. Now the tokens go back in the bag, so 3 judge tokens and 1 Styx token. Let's put that back in the bag. Pull one out. Come on, past Styx, you can do it. No, judges. And it's a star token. Right. Okay, let's... what should we do? What should we do? Right, let's have the cadet judge. She's no longer moving fast because it's the beginning of a new turn. She's going to charge. Courageously, she's going to charge past Styx in his back firing arc. But according to the rules, the attacking model must be in the target's back fire arc when it was activated, and actually, yeah, she was there already, so great. And what a good idea, I moved the camera so you can see. So the judge has a fight of 1, and the back firing arc gives her another 1, and I'm going to roll the dice off camera. Let's put the activation token there, and she gets 1 hit. 1 hit. Styx can evade with his 1 dice, and he doesn't. Past Styx resist is 4, so he's going to roll 4 dice to resist, and he gets, what does he get? 1 shield, 1 shield, so that he resists that attack. However, he does get pinned, because even though the attack didn't have any power, he did get hit, so any hit ends in a pin. He's pinned. Let's see if the dice goes, the activation token goes back in the bag. I'm going to roll. Let's roll on the table. Okay, that's a hit. That's not a special token, so activation token remains on the board because I rolled 1 dice because her cool is 1. Next, I'm going to take out another token. Let's see what happens, and it's a red one. Judges again. Judge Alpha is going to move. Her move is 7, so that's plenty. She's going to move up to here, so she's in cover, but he isn't. And she's going to take a snapshot. So that's 4 dice for shoot and 1 dice for the short range modifier within 8 inches. And we're looking for hit. Okay, only 1. Ooh, knocking things over. Past Styx rolls his evade. He doesn't evade. Weapons power is 4. So we roll 1. That's a power 1 attack. And Styx resist is 4. He didn't resist anything. So that's a power 1 attack. That's 1 injury token. There we go. 1. Okay, let's see if this goes back in the bag. So we roll 5 dice and we want a special token. No, that remains in play. Okay, and we take another activation token out of the bag, which is finally. Okay, past Styx, you have a chance to activate. Unfortunately, past Styx is pinned. His first action must be to shake off the pinned marker. So now he has 1 action left. So, there's not really much he can do. Well, he can shoot this one in cover, or he can, yeah, let's see, he's going to attack the cadet judge. But before he does that, he's going to intimidate, which is his special skill, which means all enemy models within 8 inches have to take a cool test or be pinned. So let's start with the cadet judge. Cadet Judge is pinned. And this one, yeah, okay. Oh, sorry, she rolls 5 dice. Judge Alpha rolls 5 dice. Her cool is 5. Okay, there we go. And she didn't save, so she is also pinned. Well, that was pretty good. And that was a free action. Now, carry on with the turn. He's going to close combat attack. His attack is, his fight is 4, which is reduced to 3 because of the injury. He doesn't get any special modifiers, so that's it. Target is pinned, and that means another dice, so we're back up to 4. So 4 dice to attack, to hit even, okay. 2 hits, that's above the target's cool, so the target is pinned, but she's already pinned. So we hit, that's great. Now, Cadet Judge can try to evade, but she can't because her evade is 0. Okay, too bad. Now we roll the power of the attack, which is power 4. Okay, so that's 2. And now the judge, Cadet Judge, can resist with 2 dice, looking for shields. 2 shields. Yeah, that attack has been utterly resisted. Let's see if this token goes back in the bag. So Styx cool is 4, reduced to 3 because of the injury. Looking for special. Special. Token goes back in the bag. Well done. Okay, now let's pull a token from the bag. Judges, and it's a regular token. So let's have Judge Sternhammer getting in the fight. He's going to move. His move is 6. And he's going to move and then take a snapshot. He's going to move to here. And he's going to take a snapshot at par Styx. Sternhammer, shoot 2, short range, less than 8 inches, 1, looking for hits, 2 hits, and that, is that above Styx's cool? No, it isn't, not even with the injury marker, but anyway, it is a hit. Now, Styx can resist, evade. Evade is 1, which is 0 because of the injury, so he can't evade. Okay, so we do hit. Now we roll for power. Power 4. Yeah, power 4. Rolling 4 dice. Put that there. Okay, 2 hits, so that's a power 2 attack. And his resist normally is 4, reduced to 3 because of the injury, reduced to 2 because we're in the back firing up. We're shooting him in the back, as only a judge could do. So his resist is 2, looking for shields. No shields, okay. So he gets a power 2 attack, which means 2 injuries. Not looking good, Mr. Styx. Not looking good at all. The last token in the bag is par Styx, and it's a special token. It's a star token. And what's he going to do? What's he going to do? I think he should hunker down. So we roll a d6, add that to his move. That's a 6 plus his move, which is 5, so that's 11. Minus 3 is 8. He can move 8 inches into cover. Yes. And of course, he's going to move behind this cargo container right here. Okay. And now he can roll number of dice equal to his resist, unmodified by the injury markers. and that is how many injury markers can be removed, to a minimum of 1. Okay, so that's 2. We can only remove a maximum of 2 anyway, so that's fine. Let's see if that token goes back in the bag. So we roll his cool, which is modified to a 3 because of the injury. We don't get a special result, so marker stays. And it's the end of the turn, so markers go back in the bag. Okay, markers back in the bag. Pull out an activation token. That's a red. Is it special? No, it isn't. And let's have who got, was it you or was it you? I can't remember who. Let's say Judge Alpha got pinned, just because I can't remember. Let's have Judge Sternhammer charge. Can he charge? Can he charge? Yes, he can. Charge. Charging into close combat. Charging into close combat. So I don't think we can charge because we have to go directly in the front firing arc and stuff like that. So we're going to move and then do a standard close combat attack. And Judge Sternhammer's fight is 4 and we get +1 for his weapon. Yeah. Okay. That's 3 hits. Right, that equals Styx's current cool. And if the result is equal or more, then the target is pinned. So here you go, you are pinned, Mr. Styx. And you can't evade because you have 1 injury token. So now let's roll the power of the attack. So the power of the attack is 4. Plus weapon modifier, which I actually added to the hit roll, which I shouldn't have, so I'm going to take it off this roll now, just to be fair. Okay, so it's a power of 2. Okay, let's resist. Resist 2. Sorry, resist 3 because of the injury. Okay, so it's a power 1. 1 injury token. Wow, past Styx is really not doing well at all. Right, next activation token. It's a star token and it's judges, of course, yes. First, let's, and I forgot to do this all the way along. If a model is pinned and they try to activate, they can take a cool test to remove the pinned. I haven't been doing that. I haven't got so many rules wrong, not as much as I usually do. So let's have Judge Alpha make a cool test, cool of 5. We're looking for special results, which we don't get, so she has to spend an action to remove that. And then the second action will be to move 7 inches over here. Let's see if that goes back in. Let's see if that activation token goes back in the bag. Yes, it does. Wow. Now, let's take a token out of the bag. Oh, there you go. We're back. And this time she doesn't have any pinned tokens. So it's clobbering time. She's going to shoot past Styx. She's going to totally shoot him. She's going to take an aimed shot. So she turns. So the aim shot is 90-degree firing arc, which obviously past Styx is in. He's not in cover or anything like that. So she gets shoot of 4. Oh, dropping dice on the floor. +1 dice for short range. And that's all the modifiers, so we're going to roll 5 dice to hit. Okay, again, knocking over scenery. That's literally 5 hits. Wow. Okay, so that is well above the cool, but he's already pinned. He can't take another pin marker. So that is definitely a hit. Now we roll. He can't evade also because he's injured. We're going to roll the power of the attack. So power 4. Power 4. Any modifiers? Let me check. No modifiers. So 4 dice for the power. Wow, nothing, 0. Right. In that case, target receives a pinned, but he's already pinned, so 0. Wow. Let's see if that token goes back into the bag. No, it doesn't. Okay, remains in play. One thing we haven't actually done in this game is the gunfighter special rule. That's because we've always been pinned and stuff like that. If, for example, he wasn't pinned, he could shoot back, or he has a chance to shoot back. But anyway, let's carry on. Pull a token out of the bag. What do we got? It's a red one. It's a star token. So Cadet is the only one who hasn't activated. We're going to roll Cadet's cool of 1 to see. Yay! She removes the pinned marker, and now she has 2 actions to spend. The first action will be to move. Her move is like 6, so she can move behind. And behind past 6, she's going to shoot him in the back. So her shoot is 2. Shoot of 2. Modifiers. Okay, short range modifier for the weapon, and we're looking for hits. Okay, that's 1. Is that above his current cool? Actually, so 2 wounds and a pinned. That brings his cool to 1, but he's already pinned, so nothing happens. Okay, good. So that's a hit. He can't evade, so that is a hit. And then we roll the power of the weapon, which is, let me check, power 3. So 3 dice for the power. Okay, power 2 attack. And he gets a minus, what is it, -2? Yeah, -1 because I'm shooting him in the back, so -1. -1 resist, so that brings it to 3, and that's another 2, another -2 to resist because of injuries, and then -1, so he can't resist. He gets a 2, and boom, that gives him 2 more injury markers, and he's down. Boom, he's down, he's dead, he's gone, and the judges have completely wiped the floor with the Styx brothers. Well, that went pretty well. I had a lot of fun. I did screw up the rules a few times. I didn't use the chicanery cards as much as I should have, or the armory cards. My first game, I got the hang of the core rules within 1 or 2 turns pretty much. I will say that it does need, for me anyway, a quick reference sheet of the rules. Definitely, because I was flicking through the book. You didn't see it, but I was flicking through the book a lot. So I'm going to make one of these, and I'll stick it up on Facebook or whatever. I am going to be recommending this to the people at my club to play because it's awesome, really, really cool. I really do like the activation and reactivations. I like the combat dice, the way that plays out. It was really cool. It was a little bit one-sided. The judges just totally wiped the floor with the Styx brothers. In reality, in a campaign game or even a scenario, the Styx brothers would have probably spent some collateral to get a lot more allies, and then they'd had a lot more tokens in the bag, and it would have been a little bit easier for them. But I hope you enjoyed it. So like, subscribe, comment below. Cheers. Bye.